We're building free recruitment software which is aimed at supporting freelance recruiters and small recruitment businesses by giving you all the tools you need inside of one platform to build and manage a successful recruitment company. And a big part of what we're trying to do is make sure that we don't just give you the tools and the functionality that you need, but also place a focus on the look and the feel of the product as well, because it goes without saying that if a product is simple and easy to use, you're going to get maximum efficiency out of it. And over the last couple of weeks, we've been making changes to our candidate card, which is the place where you edit and manage the details of any candidates that are stored in our platform. And in this video, I'm going to run you through what this new candidate card looks like, some of the changes that we've made, so that hopefully you'll see it's now easier to manage any candidates that you store in the Giig Hire database.
So to view the candidate card, you first have to start by coming to candidates on the left-hand side and clicking database. And this will bring up a list of all the candidates that you have in your database. And as you can see at the moment, I only have the one. And if I want to view the card, I just click on the name, and this will open up the full screen card for me. Now, our old candidate card was a lot smaller than this, and we struggled to get all of the information that we wanted to on there for you. So by making it a full screen card, we can now get more data in there so you can see more about your engagement and interaction with that candidate. Now, at the top, you'll see you have the name, and you have some of the core information around that candidate, their email address, telephone number, location, LinkedIn. All of these fields can be edited by simply clicking and editing. It's very straightforward. All you have to do is make sure you click save after you've edited anything, and the platform will then update the card accordingly for you. At the top here, we have some basic stats around the candidate. So you can see here how many jobs they're in process for, when the last action was taken with that candidate, so you can see when they were last contacted, and how many days ago they were added to the platform as well. So you can get a feel for how long they've been on your database. On the right-hand side, we have some key actions. So adding a CV, adding skills, and sending a candidate to a job. And as you complete these actions, the orange tick will illuminate so that you know you're ticking them off as you go. On the left-hand side here, we've got the skills section. Now, this one's quite an important one because the skills are searchable on the database. So you need to make sure your candidate has the right skills attached. And this means that you can then pull that candidate up in a search at a later date. Now, skills can be added automatically. There is a CV parsing functionality in Giig, and every CV that is parsed, the platform will automatically pull the data from that CV, look for the relevant skills, and add them into this box for you. If it misses any, or you want to add some more yourself, you can come in, just click and type, I'll put skills 2. You'll see that that's entered there. So you can add them manually as well, and you can remove them by just clicking the X. The rest of the information on this left-hand side is just some, again, core information about the candidate, their salary expectations, their role title, years of experience, residency status, and proficient languages. If I come back to the top of the card, I'll now quickly run you through the remainder of the tabs that we have here. So the email tab is fairly straightforward. It does exactly what you would imagine that it would do. The platform allows you to connect your email, integrate your email to the system so that you can keep track of all the communication between you and your candidate. So after connecting your inbox to Giig, you will get a record here of all the communication, all the past communication you've had with the candidate. And if you want to email them from the system, you can do by clicking the send email button. The platform will automatically add their email address in there. You just type in a subject and write out the email, click send email, and that will be sent automatically via the platform. The notes section allows you to keep basic notes on a candidate so that you can share information maybe with a team member, or just jot down a note or a reminder for yourself at a later date. You can break them down into general, pre-screening, or interview feedback. So if I say general, I could write call tomorrow at 3. The system will then keep a record of that. It puts your initials against it so that you know who's left the note, what type of note it was, and it puts a stamp for the date and time as well. All notes can be edited and deleted if need be. The CV tab, again, fairly straightforward. This is where you keep the CV of the candidate, so you can change the CV at any time. As I mentioned when we were talking about skills, every CV that you upload will automatically be parsed, so the data will be pulled from the CV and added to the platform for you, including contact details, location, skills, all of the other things like that as well. The final tab is the jobs tab, which just gives you an overview of what job applications that candidate has with you. So you can see here that in this example, Luke Pitkin has been sent to the project manager role at £50,000 and the status is awaiting feedback. So I would obviously want to chase that up. And if you click the view option, gives you a little bit more information on the job. The actions button allows you to trigger some of the core actions that you might have, editing the application, pushing the candidate to interview, removing the candidate from the process can all be managed from here. And again, we give you a little bit of insight into how long the candidate has been in process. So how long ago they were submitted. In this example, it's less than a day. And again, when they were last actioned. So you can see if a candidate is stuck at a specific stage in the interview process. With this example, the candidate was last action less than a day ago. So it's obviously a short period of time. But if you see that the last action date was 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 14 days ago, you know that you need to chase up the client to progress things and move things forward. And then just on the left-hand side, we give you the information around the application details. So these are the details that you entered into the platform when you sent that candidate to the client. So they were sent at £50,000. They can be flexible for interview. They can start immediately. You didn't put any information around the level of English, years of experience, and the pitch that you wrote when sending that candidate across to the client.